the channel. On this episode, we're going to try to get Project Z28 to the dyno. But first, I gotta put a new battery in the dang thing. And check it out, making a special appearance today. The SS. Yeah, it's good to get this car out. Man, I tell you what, I don't know what happened this year. I think it was just the absurd amount of rain. It's humid. I probably should have cracked the windows open. But look, a freaking headliner fell down on this car. And I got in and the seats had this kind of like white, frosty, moldy stuff all over that I'd just been cleaning with the Lysol wipes. The Camaro's got a little bit of it too, and so does the GTO. But none of them lost the headliner. This one lost the dang headliner, man. Dude, it's always freaking something, man. This is why I contemplate at times just selling the cars. I know, I need to drive them more. I need to drive them more. I need to come up with a better system. See, when I had the car capsules, air was always flowing. I mean, I never had this problem. Never. Oh well. Figure out how to get this headliner out and repaired. First thing I'm gonna fix the GTO is the GTO. I need to get that wheel bearing fixed because this is drivable like this. It's annoying, but it's drivable. All right, get ready to hear some LS. Nothing like a V8 put a little smile on your face. All right, let's go get a battery for the Project Z28. Get it started again. All right, everyone, it is time to get back on Project Z28. It's been a while, and what has become like the longest video ever it has taken me to produce. The weather has gotten cold, so be good for doing the dyno, because when I did the first dyno on this car, it was cold, so it should be similar weather, because it was, I think, like early in the year when I did it. So if it stays this cool, hopefully we'll get some good numbers out of it, and it should be comparable versus if you do the first dyno when it's cold and there's less humidity versus if I did it in the summertime with high heat and high humidity, the numbers are going to drop. But yeah, so game plan for today is pull the car out. I got to put the ECM back up into the kick panel. I actually literally just gave the box to the mailman. Everything's going back to my old tuner, to the tuner who quit on me. His burner, the ECM, he sent me all that going back. So what's in the car is in the car. It's the tune. I did drive it, looked at the wideband. It seems like everything's staying where it needs to be, not having any lean out issues, so that's good. And another good thing is, look, the battery charger still lit up green. Last time I had a problem with that thing lit up yellow and said there was a fault with the battery. Car wouldn't start. So then we had to run to the auto parts store, get a new battery. Interesting story with that. I got there. I was like, hey, I need this battery. Showed them on my phone. They bring it up and there's a higher price. And I said, well, it's this much online. They said, well, you're going to have to buy it online. I'm like, that's crazy. You can't just match your own price online. They're like, no, corporate wants everybody to do it online. I'm like, it's freaking stupid. So I had to sit there in the store, order it online, pay the freaking core charge, which I was trying to avoid. But it was like $30 cheaper, $20, $30 cheaper. I'm not giving that money away. So I had to order it online, paid for it in the store, and then it took like 30 minutes for it to clear. Did the thing. They accepted the core right there, and that part was kind of harmless because within an hour I got the refund for the core. But freaking stupid, man. What's going on with advanced auto parts anymore? But crazy story with the battery. And I think I had filmed this earlier, but I can't find the footage. I was working on this video earlier, so it's been a while. I think we've gone to Hawaii, we've gone camping, I went back to AT, did some hiking. I'm still working on this video, but we will we're gonna have a dyno result here for you shortly. So let's get this car out and get the ECM bolted up. Man, it cranked over fast. AC's working. We fixed it. The fun part is trying to remember where. Oh, I need to get rid of this pigtail right here. Haha! Look at that. All right. That's good. Yeah. What I'm looking for is there's two slits right here. No, this is a clip. I'm thinking this should clip onto something to kind of hold it in place, but I'm not seeing or feeling anything. I guess it's just gonna go up here. Hopefully should be good. I hate not putting stuff back 100% where it belongs, but I don't really see. Oh, here's a clip down here. I don't think it's gonna reach. Nah. There's something way over here. That's probably for the plastic. Dang, man. I know there's got to be someplace this thing clips onto. Maybe not. I don't know. Somebody's been in with the ECM too, so somebody put a new one in here before I bought it. Button back up. Got the plastic here. Got that there. I'm going to go ahead and give the car a nice little vacuum. It's a little filthy from sitting, and then I'll go ahead and call the dyno people. See about getting her in. Alright everybody, this is it. Dyno day for Project Z28. Find out what kind of power she makes, but unfortunately I got a misfire on the way here. I stopped and got gas and took a look at everything, and I kind of burned one of the spark plug wires. It leaned up against the header, so I'll see what we do on 7.5 cylinders. Is what it is. We're here, so let's see what it's all about. Really hoping for at least 300. At 300 I'll be happy. 325 I'll be ecstatic. 350 I'll be friggin' jumping for joy. I don't think it'll get more than 350, but I mean, remember, this is still a stock bottom end. Here we go. God, I hope this thing stays together. before I get into the numbers, a little story time here. So out there is a guy with a Dodge Ram, a brand new Dodge Ram. That's a little butthurt at the moment. It's your fault, dude. So I'm driving Project Z28 back home. I get off the interstate. I turn and I'm on this 2-lane road. I'm in the right-hand lane. He comes out of this damn gas station. He tries to hit the gas. I mean, there was no room. He was like on top of me, and I wish I had the dash cam footage, but I didn't put it in the car. But so I swerve around him. I hit the gas because he had some pipes hanging out the back. Things kind of loud, so I opened mine up on him. So anyhow, get up the road a little bit. Red light. I come to a complete stop. Here he comes. The light turns green, so he's got a little bit of a jump. So, of course, I got to play. So I start hitting the gas, and I have to go easy on the car. It'll just ignite the back tire. So I'm taking off. The car's fishtailing a little bit, and I'm trying to like ease into the gas and keep on going. Then it changed gears, and it does it kind of early, like around 4,000 RPM. I think the transmission is just kind of used to the factory setup where that engine didn't make power as high as like this one does. So it changed gears and it kind of bogged a little bit, and it's my fault. I should have just manually shifted it, but even with the little bog, I kind of stopped pulling on for a second, but it only took a second, and then next thing I pull. Next thing I'm like 2 car lengths on the guy, and we're gone. Now, I mean, these new pickups are not slow by any means, and I'm not, I'm not even really sure how fast Project Z28 is, but that was freaking good, if you guys watched some of my videos back, we rented a Chevy pickup from U-Haul to move some dirt, and I was kind of surprised at how peppy it was. Moved out pretty good. So he's sitting with his Dodge Ram, his Hemi, just got smacked by an old 91 Camaro. There you go, dude. They say F around and find out. So, dyno results. I'd really love to put the chart up here. I'll probably have to do that later on because he said it's going to take him a couple of days before they get around to it. I don't know what to. But anyhow, very weird numbers. So first time we went on a dyno, it was straight at 200 horse. This time it was 250. Doesn't seem like much, does it? But in the realm of cars, horsepower is just kind of a number. What really gets a car moving is torque. We put down some torque. We added 150 foot-pounds of torque to that car. It put out 405 foot-pounds of torque. 405. Well, let's put that in perspective. The 50th anniversary, LT1 6.2 liter V8, rated from the factory at 455 horse, 455 foot-pounds of torque. Now, factory numbers are usually a little bloated. Even the guy that tuned the 50th told me generally on the dyno they're putting out about 400 from the factory. So we got 600 with the supercharger, about like 620, 618 I think is what it dynoed. Yeah, so might not have the high number of horsepower for whatever reason, but the torque is friggin' phenomenal. And I think this has to do with like the intake manifold, the tune ports. It's a really long runner design. It's great for gobs of torque. Maybe not so much horsepower, but at the end of the day, torque is what gets you down the road. And eating that Dodge Ram, I mean, like I said, he had a roll. I mean, I was stopped and he still had a roll and he jumped. And when I hit the gas, like I said, I had to ease into it because 400 foot-pounds of torque, yeah, that's why that car just ignites those back tires so bad. So I had to like roll into it and wait for it to hit second before I could really or get higher up there before I could really smash on it. So yeah, I'm happy. It's weird. It's a weird. I thought it'd probably be like 300 horsepower, but generally you look at a lot of cars like the Camaro 455 horse, 455 torque. The numbers are there. Like I said, I think with the long runner design, if you look at most cars like the 50th Camaro, the Chevy SS, anything LS, it's a very low, very short runner design, which gives you more horsepower in a higher RPM situation where, you know, this thing's just putting down gobs of torque from idle to about 5,000 RPM now, which is in kind of line with the factory tune port, but the factory tune port started dying out around 4,000, maybe a little bit sooner. So good solid numbers. Torque is what's going to get you down the road. You know, I've seen some cars advertised like a high horsepower, you know, ooh, 200-300 horsepower, but it's got like 100 foot-pounds of torque, and it just, you know, there's nothing there. Nothing. Torque is what gets all that moving. So 405 on a dyno to the back wheels. Pretty good. So I'll say I'd have to be happy with that. I kind of wish the horsepower numbers were reading higher. It'd be cooler to say, ooh, I got 300 horse. But we added 150 foot-pounds of torque with bolt-ons, which was kind of the point of the whole thing. We still have a stock bottom end on that car. Stock piston, stock lower compression ratio. I did put a thinner head gasket on there to try to bump the compression up. But we have kind of like a larger chamber, bigger free-flowing head. So it's the only thing we did to the car. We did the cam, did heads, and then we had the intake. Did put bigger injectors in. Cranked up the fuel pressure just a little bit. Other than that, you know, half that motor is still stock. So, pretty good. And, you know, we did the shorty headers to a Borla catback. Which there's a little restriction in that because I still had that, like, little 2-inch bendy pipe going to, like, a 3.5 inch catback. Which the, I think it's a 2.5 inch on each side to a 3-inch collector on the headers. So that little 2-inch bendy pipe's a little bit restricted, but I don't think it was killing the power too much. I stood behind the car and you just feel the flow coming out of that thing. And the Borla also has that restrictor plate. So on the passenger side, you could take that tailpipe off. There's a triangular flange and there's discs in there, or a disc. You can either take the disc out, bypass the muffler, and just blow out that one side, or there's discs. There's one you can make all the gas go through the muffler. I had the smallest little hole, so that way some exhaust goes out the other side. But it was so freaking loud, I wanted to calm it down a little bit, so I might have got a little more power if I would have taken a minute and removed that restrictor plate from that side. But I don't really know how much that would have added, but there we go. So all this time, wait, there's the numbers. I did want to, on this video, show the car getting to an exhaust shop, but I really haven't contacted the guy yet. And, you know, now we have Thanksgiving coming up in that, and, you know, I got my dad who's going to be in town, and so I'm not sure if I'm going to try to hit the GTO before or after, one of the two, but that's next on my hit list. And I really just want to get that GTO running, so... And I'll discuss that, the process of doing the bearing. It's a bit of a mess. Even though I had the factory tools, it's not going to work as I thought. But go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this car content. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I want to get this video out to you so you know the update, and you have something to watch for the Thanksgiving weekend. So enjoy your time. Enjoy family. Life is short, so definitely enjoy those loved ones around you, all right? So take care, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.